ESPN, the Bear Sports Network, live on YouTube and Facebook Live. And Chris, the real part of the season is upon us.
Exciting night. First round of playoffs. Friday night at home at West Lincoln.
Absolutely. And West Lincoln Bears finished second in Region 7, taking on the third-place team out of Region 8, the Taylorsville Tartars. And coming into town with a record of, I just had it pulled up, Chris, and I got to go back and get it.
8-16.
8-16. All right. So
about 50% on their win-loss ratio there. So.
Absolutely. So, and it looks like we're already ready to go. And for those joining us on the radio who don't usually hear me, I am also the PA guy for West Lincoln. So you're going to be going to me for the starting lineups. So here we go.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to West Lincoln High School for the first round of the playoffs. Game number 1, the Taylorsville Tartars and your West Lincoln Bears. Before presenting the starting lineups, let me just give you a few reminders. First of all, be mindful of foul balls that could be leaving the playing area at any time and can cause severe damage to property as well as severe personal injury. So please be watching for any foul balls leaving the playing area. Don't forget to visit the concession stand, and your support of West Lincoln Athletics is appreciated. Lots of great food and drink items for you to enjoy, so go and get you something and make yourselves at home here as we get ready for the game. Also, vulgar cheers, comments, and remarks directed at players, coaches, and officials will not be tolerated. Those engaging in this behavior will be asked to leave and risk being banned from future events. So please start practicing your good sportsmanship and let it last long after the game is over. Now for the starting lineups. First for the visiting Taylorsville Tartars. Leading off, playing third base, number 8, Terry Barnes. Batting second, shortstop, number 12, Easton Ford. Batting third, center fielder, number 17, Noah Westbrook. Batting fourth, catcher, number 11, Driver Blakeney. Batting fifth, right fielder, number 13, Jacobin Sullivan. Batting sixth, second baseman, number 23, Slater Arender. Batting seventh, the pitcher, number 24, Tanner Horn. Batting eighth, first baseman, number 9, Jadarius Barnes. And batting ninth, left fielder, number 2, Luke Hegwood. And now the starting lineup for your West Lincoln Bears. Leading off at the pitcher, number 23, Ben Segrist. Batting second, left fielder, number 1, Jackson Smith. Batting third, catcher, number 18, Brody Dillon. Batting fourth, first baseman, number 10, Robert Waldrop. Batting fifth, second baseman, number 21, Trent Davis. Batting sixth, the designated hitter, number 6, Dawson Smith. Batting for center fielder, number 20, Trey Merritt. Batting seventh, shortstop, number 2, Aiden Purvis. Batting eighth, third baseman, number 19, Dawson Smith. And batting ninth, right fielder, number 4, Josh Quinn. Head coach of the Bears is David Gilbert. He is assisted by Tyler King. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask that you please stand and remove your headgear as we honor our country with the playing of the national anthem.
Well, there are your starting lineups. Thanks very much for indulging us in that. And again, I'm the PA guy, so it may sound a little weird at times, so just bear with us on that. All right, we'll take a quick break and be back with the first pitch. We'll be back in about 60 seconds here on B92.1 and BSPN. Back to high school playoff baseball here on B92.1 and BSPN, the Bear Sports Network. And again, I'm Jonathan Tullis, joined by Chris C. And Chris, Bears going with their ace tonight.
That's right. Got Ben Seagrass on the bump. Ben's been having a great year on the mound this year.
Yeah, so looking for him to continue, hopefully, his great pitching that he's displayed throughout the year. Of course, the Bears, to be honest, have had some struggles at some points in the season. But, something I've noticed is that as the season has progressed, they've really started kind of coming into a groove. Yeah,
that's what I've noticed too, Jonathan. They've had some change up in positions and getting some personnel sorted out and straightened out in the right where they wanted them, where Coach Gilbert wanted them, and it's worked out good here the latter part of the season.
Leading off for the Tartars, number 8, Terry Barnes.
So we're getting underway here in Flea Hop. And again, thank you for joining us here. Game 1 of the first round of the 1A playoffs happening here. And Corey Myers, Higginbotham Insurance. First pitch going to be low and away for ball 1. Going to be popped up toward Flea. I lost it. Where'd it go? Well,
center. Yep.
Well, it kind of went back to the pitcher's mound, and number 12, Easton Ford. So that's going to bring up Easton Ford now for the Tartars.
Yeah, ball's a little behind pitcher's mound. It looks like Ben just kind of lost that one. Maybe couldn't decide who was going to get it.
Runner's going at first and going to get there, no problem.
A good throw down by Brody Dillon, just wasn't quite on time, and where second baseman needed it.
Yeah, I believe the pitch was a ball, so I believe the count's 1-0. And this is Easton Ford batting for the Tartars. Going to be hit towards second base, and catch is made by Trent Davis. So runner still at second base.
Great catch there by Trent. Just set up under that one.
Now batting number 17, Noah Westbrook.
That brings up Westbrook now for the Tartars. Westbrook starting at center field for Taylorsville. One away, runner at second base for the Tartars. And Westbrook's going to wear that one and go down to first base.
Yeah, don't rub it. That was a hard-thrown ball, too. You could hear that in the press box.
Next up for the Tartars, number 11, Driver Blakeney.
That's going to bring up Driver Blakeney now. And starting a little early, as you may have noticed, first pitch was supposed to be at 6 o'clock, but the officials arrived early, and, hey, they were ready to go.
That's right. Yes, a lot of equipment to wear, and it's hot.
Yeah, I don't blame them. I've been an umpire before. I've worked the dish many times, and I can tell you, it gets hot.
That's right.
So Westbrook awaiting a first pitch, and there he goes. Just a bit high, going to be in there for ball 1. Must have been
Seagrass
just
didn't miss that by much. Yeah, it was
real good spot.
Yeah, good spot.
1-0 coming, and he delivers. About the same spot.
We'll say same pitch again.
2-0 now on Westbrook. Or I'm sorry, on Driver. Driver Blakeney. My apologies. Still a little discombobulated because we're starting early. Swung on and missed for strike 1.
That's funny how it throws your rhythm off.
Yeah, it really does.
8 minutes. Huh?
Yeah, you think.
It's not having quite. You got a lot of go-go gadget arms going up here, Jonathan, with all this stuff we're running. So
that's going to be fouled off the backstop. So evidently they don't have me on the radio. I'm trying to troubleshoot that. Going to be swinging and miss for a strikeout, second out of the inning.
Now batting number 13, Jacorbin Sullivan.
All right, let me figure out why the radio station can't hear me. Maybe they can hear. There we go.
Yeah, little
discombobulation there.
Seagrass pitched a little high right there again. It's hard for Sullivan to lay off that one the second time. He really liked the look of it.
Count 1-1 now on Sullivan. And my apologies to those listening to us on B92. Don't know what happened, but I think I fixed it. And we're back now on B92.1. Thank you for your patience. I had no idea what
They may not have had us penciled in until 6 o'clock. They may not have
well,
they may not
we
flip
were
the switch.
We were on. It was an equipment issue.
Oh, okay.
And because it was working, pitch is fouled away. It was working, and then all of a sudden it wasn't. I could see the studio. He mutes and unmutes himself to let me know when we're on a break.
Okay.
And when we're coming out, well, it was flashing, so I knew something was wrong. Runners go. Going to be a strikeout there as he swings and misses. That's going to be the third out of the inning. So Tartars leave two stranded. 0-0 your scores. The Bears come to bat first. This is BSPN, the Bears Sports Network, and B92.1. Be back in 60 seconds.
BSPN, the Bears Sports Network.
About to get going here in the bottom of the first inning. West Lincoln coming to bat. Ben Seeger's going to lead things off in just a moment. Tartars still taking some warm-up pitches. So let's take a moment to thank some of our radio sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Dr. Mike Lips, AITX, Bank of Brookhaven, the Fish Fry. Kind of want some fish now, Chris.
That's right.
Tree Extractors, J. Mitchell Roofing, SMRMC, Southwest Mississippi Regional Medical Center, I assume that is. Keith White Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Hetty Bugs Flowers, Linton Glass, Comfort Zone Heating and Cooling, Smith & Rogers Cattle Buying Yard, King's Daughters Medical Center in Brookhaven, and All Red Financial Group, LLP. Thank you all very much for your support of high school sports here on B92.1. And for those watching on BSPN, we have our sponsors listed on the crawl at the bottom of the screen and encourage you to thank them for sponsoring the BSPN broadcast.
Leading off for the Bears, number 23, Ben Segrist.
Ben Segrist going to lead things off for West Lincoln, leading the team in batting average in pretty much every offensive category.
That's right. Ben's got a hot bat. In the one hole tonight, where he's been most of the season.
And first pitch, going to be getting the outside corner for strike one. On the mound for the Tartars is Tanner Horn. And Horn been one of the best pitchers in Taylorsville this year, so guess both teams going with their ace tonight. Grounder over towards short. Fielded throw made to first, right in time to get Segrist out. That's going to be the first out of the inning.
Yeah, hard hit ball by Ben right there. But unfortunately, it was right to the shortstop, and he was able to scoop that and make an easy throw to the first base.
So that brings up Jackson Smith for West Lincoln.
No way to outleg that.
No, it's just good fielding right there, Good defense. One away, nobody on here in the bottom of the first, just getting underway as Jackson Smith awaits his first pitch. And he delivers and right in the zone for strike one.
Yeah, he's got a great little pitch right there. It's falling off.
And next pitch, swung on and missed for strike 2.
Got him to bite on that one.
And got him on that one, strike 3. So now 2 away for the Bears. That's going to bring up Brody Dillon.
Next up for the Bears, number 18, Brody Dillon.
Brody Dillon, the catcher, coming to bat for the Bears. And at times, he's really been clutch as well, Chris.
Yeah, Brody's always had a good bat.
First pitch upstairs for ball 1. Nobody on, 2 outs.
Brody's, 5-year starter for the West Lincoln Bears team. I think started as an 8th grader. He's been an anchor.
Yeah, it's my 3rd year with the team, and
he started as an 8th grader, so he's a good baseball player.
Absolutely. Next pitch was fouled away for make the count 1 ball, 1 strike.
I think our BSPN feed's not showing live.
All right, well, we'll try to troubleshoot a little bit. I know we had a camera issue. I think I just fixed it.
Okay, maybe it's back on.
Next one in the zone for strike 2.
Yep, now it is.
Okay, good.
Perfect.
Yeah, I didn't
thanks
notice
Thanks
it.
to our fans for reaching out and letting us know
appreciate
when
it.
we're missing it there.
Next pitch, hit well to the outfield. I believe it's going to be toward left. And gets underneath it. Does Hegwood. And that's going to be the 3rd out of the inning. So nothing up. Or no score as of yet as we go to the top of the 2nd. This is BSPN and B92.1. Back in 60 seconds. We've seen the Bears in these situations before, thinking back to a little bit to last year. How many times did we see the Bears, face adversity, face pressure, and, they overcame that last year. Of course, memorable games last year, sweeping Lloyd Star, I believe for the first time in school history. If not for the first time in school history, it's definitely the first time in a long time.
Yeah, it was a great season last year. It was fun to watch the Bears last year. They had a lot of excitement, and they were just a fun team to watch.
Yeah, and they've definitely built up on that this year.
That's right. I think a lot of these guys caught on to some of that fire and try to keep the flames burning here this year. They've had a decent season this year. So.
Yeah, it struggles at times, but, thinking about earlier in the season, spring break when we went to Southwest and just hung with North Pike,
Yeah, that's right. And that's 2 years in a row we've done that. That's right. Yeah, like I said, that's a big opponent for us to face, to go there and play with North Pike 4 or 5A, I guess. And,
yes.
To be able to play ball with those guys. So it's been.
Leading off for the Tartars, number 23, Slater Arrinder.
Slater Arrinder going to lead things off for the Tartars, his first time at bat this game. And first pitch high and away for ball 1. Slater, a right-hander for Taylorsville. Yeah, and Taylorsville, the 3rd place team out of Region 8. The 1-0 from Segrist. Swung on, going to get in the gap between second and short. Rolling into the outfield, and Arrinder's going to reach first.
Yeah, that's right over second base, straight to center field right there. Well-placed hit for him.
Number 24, Tanner Horn.
Yeah, just wasn't anything you could do about that.
Yeah, that's right.
Unless somebody was just standing on second base.
Too high for the pitcher to stand on a 6-foot ladder and grab, and just right, drop in the hole there.
So runner at first for Taylorsville as Horn squares around the bunt, rolls right up the first base line, going to go foul right before he gets to Robert Waldrop. So count's going to be 0-1 on Horn. Horn, the pitcher for the Tartars today. That was a good hit. That was a good
That's
bunt, though.
I was gonna say, it's good, almost a good sacrifice bunt right there to move that runner around. He laid it down just right, just a little too hot off the bat. Got a little foul, but it was right on the line, almost to the dirt. So.
Yeah. Horn, a righty for the Tartars. Comes set, awaits the 0-1 from Segrist, and he delivers. And going to be upstairs and inside for ball one. Arender staying put at first base. Segrist checks on him over at first and delivers the pitch. Horn going to bunt this time, going to go fair. Throw to first, made just in time, but does move Arender to second. Good defense there by the Bears.
Yeah, great hustle by Ben Segrist to run that one down and caught it as he was falling down and was able to flip it.
Now batting for the Tartars, number 9, Jadarius Barnes.
Was able to flip it to Robert Waldrop at first base to get the out there.
Yeah, so Arender moves to second on the force, one away, as Barnes, the righty for the Tartars, awaits his first pitch from Segrist, and he delivers. Just a little bit low for ball one. Good spot, though. Several times he's had good spots, just barely missed the zone. Already here in this game, the 1-0. Going to be hit foul straight back. 1-1 now the count.
Yeah, a few I would have challenged.
Yeah. We need that ABS
That's
system
right.
going.
That's exactly right.
You know, people.
I don't know how long it'll take to get that down to 1A, though.
Well,
it could take a while.
Well, there's a lot of things I see coming to high school real soon. I do see some form of replay coming in at some point. I see a pitch clock coming in the next couple of years. I see shot clock coming into basketball. The 1-1 from Seeger is going to be fouled away once again. So, you know, that people tell me I was crazy when I said, you know, there's going to be a play clock in football one day, and now it's,
right.
You know, it has come.
An integral part of the game.
So Dylan going to call timeout to go talk to Seegers real quick. So, yeah, but, you know, a lot of that, you know, people say, oh, well, you know, that's just extra stuff and all that. But really, I say it speaks to how well the high school game and high school athletics in general has really evolved.
That's right.
And, you know, also getting us on an even playing field with college to get these guys who are going to go play college ball get ready.
Yeah, get an idea of what they're going to be playing, you know, in the future.
Count 1-2 on Barnes as the meeting is over and Seegers is getting his sign from Dylan. And the 1-2. Way inside. He almost wore it. So the count 2-2 now. Runner at second, one away for Taylorsville. Here in the top of the second inning. No score as of yet. The 2-2 pitch. Going to miss just upstairs for third ball. Going to fill the count up. Another good spot. Just must have barely missed the zone.
A little high, I guess. Plate umpire does not like it right there.
Payoff pitch coming. Going to be inside. And so that's going to send Barnes down to first base. Runners at first and second now for the Tartars.
Now batting, number 2, Luke Hegwood.
That brings up Hegwood, another righty for the Tartars. I haven't seen a lefty yet, have you?
No, I have not.
I didn't think so.
We hadn't had a left.
So he's waiting his first pitch from Seeger, squaring around a bunt. And ends up making some contact, but it goes foul to the backstop. Yeah, I noticed we got a really tight strike zone today, I'd say. But you know, playoffs, they're gonna call it strict.
That's right.
0-1 is the count. Seeger is coming set, checking his runners, and he delivers. Squaring around a bunt once again. Lays it down, pops it up. Looks like he's going to get on this time, and the bases are now juiced. As nobody could get to it in time.
Yeah, another outstanding bunt. Just kind of popped it right short of between first and second.
For Taylorsville, number 8, Terry Barnes.
So that brings up Barnes. He's 0 for 1 today. Tartars have already got through their whole lineup. Bases loaded. One out rather here in the top of the second inning. No score as of yet, but Taylorsville's in position to get on the board first as Barnes takes his first pitch of the at-bat for strike one.
Yeah, Segrist was able to find the box right there.
You might hear another voice in the press box. Taylorsville has their radio guy with us. Glad to have him joining us. Ball one there as the pitch was tried for the inside corner and missed.
I wanted to tell him he almost had to get on the roof. You know where they put us last year for football?
Going to be hit, popped up toward left, trying to get under it. Does. Makes
Great
the grab
snag.
as Jackson Smith. Runner going to score, though, from third on the tag up. So the Tartars get on first, but we do have 2 outs. And ball thrown into the dugout, so the runner's getting an extra base. So now the Tartars with runners at second and third.
Yeah, tough break right there to catch that ball and then, throw it in, and it just got over the third baseman's head and in the dugout, which helped push the runners on around.
So Tartars on the board first, leading 1-0 with 2 away. Still have 2 runners in scoring position, and I forgot to announce the next batter. We'll just have to do it in a minute. Easton Ford pops it up. And shortstop Aiden Purvis trying to get under it. Finds it, makes the grab, and that's going to do it. Here in the top of the second, we go into the bottom of the second inning. Bears coming back to bat, trying to get on the board as they trail 2-1. This is B92.1 and BSPN. Back in 60 seconds. With the bases initially being juiced and, leaving 2 stranded, I'll take that. I'll take that all day long.
That's right.
This is Robert Waldrop coming to bat.
Leading off the inning for the Bears, number 10, Robert Waldrop.
So I bring up Robert Waldrop leading things off for West Lincoln here in the bottom of the second inning.
Yeah, need Robert to get on base right here. Let's put some base runners on for the Bears.
Waldrop batting in the cleanup hole for West Lincoln. And waits his first pitch. Delivers. Missed just downstairs for ball 1. Still on the mound for the Tartars is Horn. And Horn comes set and delivers. Missing downstairs once again. Robert now with a 2-0 count. And the next pitch from Horn. Gonna miss downstairs once again. 3-0 now on Waldrop. Good count if you're a batter.
That's right.
And the 3-0. Got him on the outside corner that time for strike 1. 3-1 now the count on Waldrop. On deck for West Lincoln is going to be Trent Davis, the second baseman. And the pitch. Hit well in the gap between third and short. Going to get into left. Waldrop going to reach first.
Yeah, dropped that one right in the hole there in front of the left fielder. Great hit by Robert.
Now batting for the Bears, number 21, Trent Davis.
That'll bring up Trent Davis for his first at bat of the day. 1 on base. Nobody out here in the bottom of the second inning. And winner of this series is going to have to face the Noxapater Tigers. So whoever wins this series is going to have their work cut out for them. The Tigers are no joke. First pitch there to Davis and nearly got him on the shoulder.
Yeah, he ducked right under that.
Yeah, we'll talk more about Noxapater later, but I'm from that area originally, and I can tell you even back in the day when I was in high school, they were not a team to mess with.
Really?
The tradition has continued, evidently. Popped up. Barnes trying to get under it. Going to go out behind the backstop. Nope, it's caught. I thought it was out.
Yeah, the third baseman.
Barnes came and got it.
Ran up and caught that one out of
So I think the pitcher and the catcher lost it, and he came and got it and acted like, what? You guys didn't see
That's
it?
That's right. I think they got turned around looking at the sun. If you've never been to West Lincoln.
It can happen.
Now batting, number 6, Dawson Smith.
That'll bring up Dawson Smith, the DH. Today he's batting for Trey Merritt, center fielder. 1 away, 1 on for the Bears. Throw over to first. Nothing doing.
I was going to say one of 2 Dawson Smiths on the team.
Yep, we got 2. I always have to make sure I know which number is which because I also play the walkout songs, and I've got them marked. I got D. Smith 6, D. Smith 19. And Dawson Smith, number 6, getting his first pitch, swings and misses for strike 1. Good spot, though.
Yeah, just barely missed that one. That was a good cut right there from Dawson.
So 0-1. As Horn delivers his next pitch, this one's going to be fouled back to make the count. No balls, 2 strikes on Smith. And on deck is Aiden Purvis, the shortstop. 0-2. And Horn delivers his next pitch. This one's also going to be popped up.
Get out.
And I think it got out.
Yeah, it got out.
It got out that time. So count stays 0-2 for Smith. Again, 1 gone and 1 on for the Bears here in the bottom of the 2nd inning, trailing 1-0 to Taylorsville. And the 0-2 coming from Horn. Got him at the knees for strike 3. Woo!
It was low and outside for me, but I am 12 feet off the ground. So
Next up for the Bears, number 2, Aiden Purvis.
That'll bring up Aiden Purvis, junior shortstop for the Bears. 2 away, 1 on. Looking for a 2-out rally here for West Lincoln. And he delivers. Going to be downstairs and away for ball 1.
yeah, Aiden doesn't have a very big strike zone, so maybe it'll be a little more favorable in that really low pitch.
Yeah, again, noticing a very tight strike zone being called today. Again, to be expected in the playoffs, I suppose. The 1-0 from Horn. Swings, puts it in play over towards short. Going to be fielded. Throw over to first. Just in the nick of time for the 3rd out. Purvis was trying to leg it out and just couldn't get that extra half step he needed.
Had his wheels under him, just couldn't beat it out. Another half second, I think he could have got there.
So going to go to the top of the 3rd inning. Bears trail 1-0, trying to hold Taylorsville. This is BSPN and B92.1, back in 60 seconds. Apparently I forgot to go back live on BSPN. Sorry about that. Next pitch, swung on and missed for strike 2. 2 away, 0-2 count now on Sullivan. My button didn't get pushed, apparently. And Sullivan awaiting the 0-2. Got him on the outside corner for strike 3.
Another great pitch right there.
Great pitch there to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down go the Tartars. We'll be back in 60 seconds for the bottom of the third. This is BSPN and B92.1. 1A playoffs happening here as the Taylorsville Tartars currently lead your West Lincoln Bears 1-0. And the Bears getting ready to come back to bat. I want to thank some of our radio sponsors again. Dr. Mike Lips, AITX, Bank of Brookhaven, the Fish Fry, Tree Extractors, J. Mitchell Roofing, Southwest Mississippi Regional Medical Center in Macomb, Keith White, Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Hetty Bugs Flowers, Linton Glass, Comfort Zone Heating and Cooling, Smith and Rogers Cattle Buying Yard, King's Daughters Medical Center in Brookhaven, and All Red Financial Group LLP. Appreciate their sponsorship of our broadcast here on B92.1. We'll have more baseball on B92.1 tomorrow as Adam Northam going to have the call tomorrow from Taylorsville. First pitch scheduled for 2 o'clock. BSPN will not have a live stream tomorrow. I'm unable to make the trip. But if you want to catch the game, you can catch it on B92.1 or on the WBKN app. And, Chris, I apologize. I had you muted, sir.
Oh, no, it's fine. I didn't say anything. So you didn't miss anything.
The other Dawson Smith getting ready to lead things off for the Bears.
Now batting, number 19, Dawson Smith.
Dawson Smith going to lead things off. And his first pitch. Got him on the outside corner for strike 1. 0-1 now on Smith. Josh Quinn on deck for the Bears. Next pitch, going to pop it up. Looks like it's going to go foul toward the outfield, and it's going to fall. Left fielder was making an effort but couldn't leg it out. So the count 0-2 on West Lincoln.
Yeah, that one just barely stayed inside the fence there.
Yeah, it went almost right to the fence. And count 0-2 on Smith. Delivers, swung on and missed for strike 3, and that's going to do it for Smith on the at-bat.
Now batting for the Bears, number 4, Josh Quinn.
That'll bring up Josh Quinn for his first at-bat of the game. Batting in the 9 hole, so the Bears have made it through the lineup. And he awaits his first pitch. Going to be downstairs for ball 1. And it's Tanner Horn on the mound for the Tartars. 1 ball, no strikes on Quinn. And next pitch coming. Upstairs for ball 2. 2-0 now on Quinn. Top of the lineup, Ben Segrist, though, and up next.
Need Josh to get on base right here.
That'd be good. Pitch going to be low. Thought he went, but he held back just enough. So count 3-0.
Yeah, 3-0 on the count there. Looks like he's going to show bunt. Trying to draw that fourth.
And he does.
Yep.
Low and away. Good job there by Quinn.
Yeah, great at bat.
Now batting, number 23, Ben Segrist.
You know, ultimately, I know they do, what their coach tells them to do, but really, that's smart baseball.
Yeah, that was great. Great play calling there by Coach Gilbert. Looks like Taylorsville coach going to go out and have a talk with his man. Just let him take a deep breath here, I guess.
Yeah, he's up to 29 pitches on the game so far. Sun's starting to come out and going to get in our face.
I don't think he's ready to pull him. I think he's just wanting to talk to him, just just take a deep breath here.
Yeah, I agree. It'd be a little early for that.
Yeah, that's right.
So just trying to calm his nerves a little bit. You know, of course, not like there's any pressure. It's not like it's in the playoffs or anything.
That's right.
Conference is over. That's going to bring Segrist up. Segrist 0 for 1. Unable to leg out a grounder over to first on his first at bat, so he'll look to get redemption for that. 1 out, nobody on for the Bears in the bottom of the third as they trail 1-0 to the Tartars. And Horn comes set and delivers. Actually going to throw over to first. Trying to get Quinn napping, but he can't.
Yeah, quick little throw over to check Josh and make sure that he's still within reach of the first base back there. So
Horn going to deliver to the plate. Seeger's going to foul it up over the third base line. So to count 0-1 on Segrist. And Segrist back in the box. No lefties in the lineup for the Bears either today. The 0-1 from Horn, squared around the bunt, pulls it back. Ball going to miss the zone to make it 1-1. Coach Gilbert calling his play. And the 1-1 coming up. Horn checking runner, delivers, pops it up. Looks like it's going to be out of play over toward third base or maybe first base. I lost it, to be honest with you. Sun.
I'm going to say third base side.
Yeah, if you're not familiar, the sun is shining right on the press box right now. So if you were to look out and see Chris and I wearing our hats and sunglasses, that's why we're basically looking at the sun right now. Count 1-2 on Segrist as he awaits his next pitch from Horn. And Horn going to throw over to first once again. Quinn gets back safely.
Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. The sun at West Lincoln, that right center.
Not to be trifled with.
No, and we've been here before and had to stop games for 10, 15 minutes to let it.
1-2. Swung on and missed for strike 3. Quinn going to second to try to get the steal. And he's going to get picked off. And that's going to end the inning for West Lincoln. As we go to the top of the fourth, Bears still trail 1-0. This is BSPN and B92.1. Back in about 60 seconds.
ESPN, the Bears Sports Network.
Getting back underway here.
Leading off for the Tartars, number 23, Slater Arender.
That'll bring up Arender to lead things off for the Tartars. If you're wondering what a Tartar is, it's basically an ancient warrior. Pretty mean-looking guy on their lineup card.
Really?
Hit. Going to go actually just fair and then finally roll foul. Ooh, that was – I'm glad that one went foul.
That's right.
Nobody was going to get to that one in time.
Yeah.
So to count 0-1.
The danger zone right there on the line when you got a base runner trying to get to first base and a pitcher and a catcher.
Yeah, they were
trying to
all
decide who's going to grab it.
All right there on the baseline, too. That would have been interesting. The 0-1 coming from Segrist. In the zone for strike 2. They actually had an interesting situation like that in softball the other night against Lawrence County, and they ended up calling interference on the base runner because pitcher was coming in trying to make the play. Got him. Straight up the pipe for the first out.
Next up for Taylorsville, number 24, Tanner Horn.
Pitcher Tanner Horn coming to the plate now. First official appearance of the game. So, yeah, they ended up calling interference on that base runner. Hit well towards left, trying to get under it.
Jackson Smith's going to snag that out there in left field.
Yeah, that was a can the corn situation there ended up. It's a 2 away now for the Tartars.
Now batting, number 9, Jadarius Barnes.
And Jadarius Barnes going to come to the plate now. Actually going to meet with his coach for just a second to kind of talk out some strategery.
Yeah, that's right. All the do's and don'ts of baseball right here.
There you go. 2 away, nobody on for the Tartars. So far it's been 2 up, 2 down. And except for the second inning, it's been solid defense really by both teams.
Yeah, both teams have great defense tonight so far. It's a very evenly matched baseball game so far, I'd say.
Yeah, first pitch up the pipe for strike 1. Yeah, we were talking before the game, Chris. We thought these teams were pretty evenly matched. Hit fair up the third base line, going to get past him. So Barnes going to go to first and stop.
Yeah, I think he did exactly what his coach told him to do.
Yeah, that was
that was a great hit.
well
It right down the third base line, stayed fair all the way out to left field. So
now batting, number 2, Luke Hegwood.
Able to reach easily first base, uncontested there. So
still 2 away, 1 on now for the Tartars. They lead 1-0 over your Bears here in the top of the 4th inning. Seegers getting a sign, delivers, squaring around the bunt, lays it down. Brody Dillon tried to get to it, but it looks like it actually maybe hit the plate and went foul.
I think it hit the plate, called foul.
Okay. Yeah. I believe you're right, sir.
I think if fair, I believe that would have been an easy out for Brody to make that throw down to first base, but it did hit the plate there. So
he was right on top of it. Count 0-1 now.
Yeah, good call by the official seeing that. And Seagrass tries to make a pick over there to Robert Walter for first base.
Yeah, just couldn't get the throw over in time as Barnes made it back safely. Squaring around the bunt once again. Throw almost got away from Dillon, though. Good job as the pitch was out on the outside, make it 1-1.
Yeah, blocked that one up.
I tell you, Dillon hadn't let very many get past him this year. The 1-1, squaring around the bunt once again, going to go foul. So to count 1-2. I tell you, the Tartars loving some bunts today.
Yeah,
they must practice these bunts because, man,
they've been solid.
They've been solid bunts, I got to say. Seegers getting a sign for the 1-2. Squaring around the bunt. Goes foul off the end of the bat. And that's going to do it for the 4th inning. As we go now to the bottom of the 4th, Bears still trail 1-0. This is BSPN, the Bear Sports Network, and B92.1. Back in 60.
BSPN, the Bears Sports Network.
And we're about to get back underway here. So throw down to first is made, and Jackson Smith going to lead things off for West Lincoln.
Leading off for the Bears, number 1, Jackson Smith.
Yeah, Jackson Smith leading things off for the Bears, and he is 0 for 1 today with a strikeout. Bottom of the 4th getting underway. Taylorsville leading 1-0 over the Bears.
Jackson's been great defensively out there left field tonight.
First pitch going to be wild to the backstop for a ball. That might be the first wild pitch I've seen him throw tonight. Horn's been pretty solid on the mound, so might be the first mistake he's made. 1-0 now on Jackson Smith as he awaits his next pitch from Horn, and he delivers. In the zone, I think it was right at the knees too, Chris, for strike one. That's going to even it up at 1-1. And the 1-1 from Horn hit foul off the end of the bat.
Yeah, we've complained about the batter's box, or the strike zone, I should say. But the officials been consistent on both sides, so.
You know, and you know, kind of what I said earlier, even if I disagree with the strike zone, if they're consistent, I'm good.
That's right.
So he has been very consistent, I will say. Waiting the 1-2. And delivers. Swung on and missed, and that's going to be a strikeout there for Jackson Smith.
Yeah, big swing for Jackson right there, just barely missed.
Now batting, number 18, Brody Dillon.
So Brody Dillon going to come to the dish now as he's 0 for 1 today. And the Bears have had one hit today. Tartars up to 3, if you're wondering. First pitch low and outside for ball 1. Actually ended up being a pass ball. Robert Waldrop on deck for West Lincoln. One away, nobody on here in the bottom of the 4th. The 1-0 coming. Delivers upstairs for ball 2. Bears trail 1-0 here in game 1 of round 1 of the 1A playoffs. Chris, they'll do it again tomorrow afternoon. The 2-0. Upstairs and inside for ball 3. 2 o'clock first pitch time, by the way, and that game will be live on B92.1 with Adam on the call. Squaring around the bunt on the 3-0, pulls it back, and it's going to be outside, so Dillon drawing the walk. I think he was trying to draw the walk, draw the ball.
That's what it looked like to me, too. Another great at-bat from the Bears here. We'll take a courtesy runner.
Now batting for the Bears, number 10, Robert Waldrop. Courtesy runner, number 22, Brody Leggett.
So Brody Leggett going to be the courtesy runner for Dillon over at first base. And Waldrop 1 for 1 today. 1 away, 1 on here for West Lincoln. Checking his runner at first and comes to the plate, pops it up. And over toward first. First baseman trying to get to it. It's going to be in the dugout. So that'll be 0-1. So here comes Waldrop now with an 0-1 count. And the pitch.
Looking at the scoreboard out there in right field, they got a nice scoreboard, but on top of it, they got a WL. It's pretty much the same logo West Jones uses. You just swap the L on the other side.
The 1-1 pitch coming. High and outside for ball 2. So the count 2-1 now on Waldrop. Have Trent Davis on deck for West Lincoln. And the 2-1 coming from Horn. He delivers. Hit up the third base line, going to stay fair.
And Coach Gilbert's
waving the runner on as it goes all the way to the corner of the fence. Here he comes, going to have a play at the plate. Throw is in time, but the tag is not. So the Bears get on the board and tie it up.
Yeah, Leggett safe at home right there as Robert makes it easily to second base. A great hit.
Ultimately a fielder's choice, but great hit, great bunch of hitting there as Trent Davis comes to bat.
Now batting for the Bears, number 21, Trent Davis.
That's going to even us at 1.
Tied at 1. Great hit there. Great, excellent hit. I know it's not officially a hit since it was a fielder's choice, but still, did the job.
Put the bat on the ball.
And first pitch low and inside for ball 1. Again, tied up as the Bears get on the board. Great running there by Brody Leggett. I believe he's a freshman, if I'm not mistaken. The 1-0 coming. Puts it in play over towards short. Chopper Throw going to be made a little bit high, but still gets in there for the out. So now the Bears with two-way, runner at second base. And that will bring up Dawson Smith, the 6th.
Now batting number 6, Dawson Smith.
Yeah, like a 10th grader.
He's a 10th grader.
Sophomore, yeah.
My apologies for that. And the scoreboard just went blank. Oh, goodness.
Oh, it's back.
There we go. All right. Maybe just blinked.
Yeah, somebody tripped on the extension cord.
First pitch to Smith, high and inside for ball 1. So 1-0 count, 2 away, runner at second. And awaiting the 1-0 as he checks his runner, delivers. Put into play, another chopper over toward third base. It's going to be fielded by the third baseman. Throw over to first is in time, and that's going to do it. But the Bears get on the board as we're tied at 1, going to the top of the 5th. This is B92.1 and BSPN, the Bears Sports Network. Back in 60.
At Alpha, our friendly hometown team understands your life and unique needs. We understand you want great insurance coverage options, an easy claims process, and excellent service, all without breaking the bank. Call Alpha Insurance Agent Chris C. at 601-684-0500 for personalized service and products that fit your needs. Chris C. Alpha Insurance Macomb, proud sponsor of the West Lincoln Bears and BSPN, the Bears Sports Network.
BSPN, the Bears Sports Network.
Easton forward in Noah Westbrook. Terry 1 for 1 with a sacrifice fly for RBI.
Leading off for the Tartars, number 8, Terry Barnes.
All right, top of the 5th getting underway as Terry Barnes going to lead off for the Tartars. It immediately makes contact, grounder over towards short. Purvis trying to make the throw over to first. Going to be about a half step too late as Barnes turned the Jets on and gets over to first base.
Yeah, deep in the infield there. As Purvis picked that one up and tried to get that throw to first base.
Now batting for the Tartars, number 12, Easton Ford.
So that'll bring Ford up to bat with a runner on and nobody out here as we're just getting underway in the top of the 5th. And Barnes going to go to second early when the bunt laid down. And getting the first out is the throw over to first by Segrist, made very easily.
Yeah, I would give Barnes 6 foot in height and probably 5 of that being legs, as he was able to travel pretty fast.
So
both the first and second.
So 1 away for Westbrook as he comes to bat with 1 out. Runner at second, swung on and going to go foul, chopped up the third baseline, ends up in left field. One away as Westbrook awaits his next pitch from Segrist. And he delivers. And thought that might have hit home plate as well. Segrist going to field it, though, getting the throw over to first. Just about a half step too late.
Right, just like I said, there's Taylorsville.
Now batting number 11, driver Blakeney.
They're definitely got the speed getting to that first base pad.
So you had to bring up Blakeney now. Runners at the corners now for the Tartars.
Wide receiver on the football team. You won't play wide receiver on Taylorsville if you can't run. He's got speed. Driver up, runners on.
And it is interesting, some of these names you recognize from, their radio guy was just talking about football. Ooh, he's going to wear that one. So now the bases will be juiced with 1 away, and that is going to bring up Sullivan.
Now batting for the Tartars, number 13, Jacorbin Sullivan.
Sullivan is 0 for 2.
So Sullivan coming in now 0 for 2 for the Tartars. So, yeah, I do recognize a lot of these names when we played them in football. And like the radio guy was just saying, if you can't run, you don't play wide receiver for Taylorsville. And we've seen several of these guys that should be playing wide receiver. First pitch, on the inside corner at the knees. I thought that one was going to be low and away.
Yeah, definitely a fast group for sure.
Absolutely. Hats off to these guys. They are a very talented team, I got to say. The 0-1 from Segrist. Chopped up over toward third, can't get to it. Purvis tries to field it and can't make a throw as the Tartars have a run coming in on the force. So now they're going up 2-1, back in the lead. And that'll bring up Slater Arender.
Yeah, we had third baseman Dawson Smith playing in on the grass, and that was just over his head.
Yeah, just one of those balls you can't get to.
Right, and just a little out of reach for Purvis there. So
again, Tartars score on the force as Arender comes to bat. First pitch going to be high and inside for ball one.
The bases loaded here is not where the Bears want to be.
Arender's 1 for 2 today. So yeah, Bears trying to get themselves out of a hole here. Next pitch popped up toward left center. And Merritt trying to get under it. Makes the grab.
Yeah, great snag by him. Let's keep that out of the dugout.
Run's going to score on the tag up. So Tartars now up 3-1 over West Lincoln.
Next up for the Tartars, number 24, Tanner Horn.
So that'll bring up Tanner Horn. Horn, the pitcher, 0 for 1 today officially. 2 away, got runners at first and second for Taylorsville as they lead 3-1 here in the top of the 5th inning. And the pitch from Seeger is going to be popped up. Merritt under it again, the center fielder trying to get under it, lost it. Still made the grab. Bit of fancy footwork there by Merritt.
I thought he was headed to a different field at first.
But he makes the grab, gets the third out.
I don't know if it's a little wind or a little English, but he definitely not where he set up, and he was able to still run it down. So it's great work by Trey Merritt right there in center field.
Yeah, not going to
Get the
complain
Bears
about
out of
that one.
That's right. Get
Absolutely.
the Bears out of that one.
All right, so we're going to the bottom of the 5th. Bears trail 3-1 back in about 60 seconds here on BSPN and B92.1.
ESPN, the Bears Sports Network.
About to get back underway here in the bottom of the 5th inning as West Lincoln coming back to bat. Trailing 3-1 to Taylorsville here in game 1 of the first round of the 1A playoffs, and Aiden Purvis going to lead things off for West Lincoln, trying to get something going here. And West Lincoln coaches and the officials are chatting about something, have been for the last minute or so.
Yeah, I don't know if Coach Gilbert had a question on something or was just clarification on maybe something that happened previously or maybe something might happen in the future. I don't know. So looks like they got it straightened out.
Yep, looks like they solved that problem, so now we're going to bring up Aiden Purvis.
They forgot to carry the 1.
Leading off for West Lincoln, number 2, Aiden Purvis.
So yeah, Purvis going to come to bat 0-1 or 0 for 1 today. Takes his first pitch on the outside corner for strike 1.
And that's hard to believe. Aiden probably has the smallest strike zone.
Yeah, he's definitely
of any
the
high school junior that I know.
Definitely the shortest guy in the lineup. Next pitch going to be popped up. Third baseman trying to get under it. Finds it, makes the grab. So that's the first out of the inning.
That ball was hit about 300 feet, but unfortunately it was straight up. Yep.
Yeah.
Now batting for the Bears, number 19, Dawson Smith.
So Dawson Smith, the 19th, coming up. And he is also 0 for 1 today with a strikeout. And we're talking about how fast this game has gone by. Next pitch on the outside corner for strike 1. You know, it's just most
most
innings have been 3 up, 3
I
down.
was going to say a lot of defense. You know, they've put some runners on and left some runners on, but it's been a lot of defense in this game.
Next pitch on the dirt, make it 1-1. So again, they'll do it again tomorrow in Taylorsville. First pitch scheduled for 2 o'clock, and you can catch that game on B92.1. The 1-1 from Horn up the pipe for strike 2. So to count 1-2 now on Smith, with Josh Quinn on deck for the Bears. And the 1-2. Ooh, just going to barely miss. That was a breaking ball. Do you see that?
Yeah.
Woo.
It fell off, didn't it?
He just barely missed. That was a nasty curve. So the 2-2 coming, and he delivers. Hit foul tipped.
They would get a piece of that one.
Count stays 2-2. Yeah, Horn's just been an excellent pitcher for the Tartars today, all around, giving the Bears all they can handle. The 2-2, another nasty curveball for strike 3. Gets right in the zone. And that'll bring up Quinn with 2 away.
Now batting for the Bears, number 4, Josh Quinn.
Josh was able to draw a walk last go round.
Draw a walk on squaring around the bunt. Maybe he can do it again. As he awaits his first pitch from Horn, and he delivers. Hit foul. 2 away, nobody on for West Lincoln here in the bottom of the 5th, trailing 3-1 to Taylorsville. So 0-1 for Quinn. If he gets on, Ben Seeger's top of the lineup will be coming back to bat. The 0-1 going to miss just barely low for 1-1 to make it 1-1. Horn actually dropped the ball. Kind of wish we had somebody on on base right there. Oh, my goodness.
A little free advancement.
The 1-1 coming from Horn, and he delivers. Got him right at the knees for strike 2.
Yeah,
1-2.
Yeah, I almost saw the same pitch twice in a row. It was a ball and strike, so.
Yeah, must have been a really good spot there.
Yeah, keep our consistency here.
And the 1-2 coming up. Going to be popped up. Looks like it's going to stay in the infield. Second baseman under it, makes the grab, and the Bears go down 1-2-3 yet again.
Yeah, great decision by Josh there to swing at that, because I'm afraid that would have been another ball called strike. So.
Yep. So, all right, Bears still trail 3-1 going to the top of the 6th. This is BSPN and B92.1.
ESPN, the Bears Sports Network.
Leading off for the Tartars, number 8, Terry Barnes.
Welcome back to Bears Baseball here on B92.1 and BSPN, the Bears Sports Network, as Terry Barnes going to lead things off for the Tartars. Takes his first pitch on the outside corner for strike 1.
Yeah, back to the top of the lineup for the Tartars.
Barnes 1 for 3 today. Also has an RBI and a run scored. Swings on his next pitch, or actually fouls it away. So that'll make it 0-2. The sun almost down, Chris, so we can take off our sunglasses.
Yeah, just about.
So the 0-2. Up. I said the wrong number.
Correction, that is number 9, Jadarius Barnes.
Oh, I thought it was Terry Barnes, leadoff. I'm sorry.
Well, the radio guy was saying, it's kind of hard to see their numbers with the uniforms, and then it made me look again, and He was right.
We were wrong.
Called out. Right last name, wrong first name is the next pitch going to miss on the inside corner.
Yeah, they must be brothers or cousins because
they favor.
Yeah, they are built very much the same.
So the 1-2 coming from Seeger is going to be sent out of play once again. Count stay 1-2.
Yeah, like I was saying earlier on for number 8, Terry, he's looks like he's about 6 foot and about 5 foot of that is legs.
Yes, sir. The 1-2. Foul tips. Count stays 1-2. He's definitely battling at the plate. Luke Hegwood on deck for the Tartars. Caden Alford coming out to try to get that ball. One of the seniors on the Bears squad this year. The 1-2 popped up. Robert Waldrop making the grab at first base. That's going to be the first out of the inning.
Yeah, great catch by Robert right there. Just foul. That.
Now batting for the Tartars, number 2, Luke Hegwood.
Thank you, Miss Jessica. They're not brothers.
They are not brothers. All right. Well, somebody was telling Taylorsville's media guy that they were not brothers, so I'm going to go with cousins.
That's right. Or close friends with the same last name. I don't know.
So it looks like
they look a lot alike. So.
Got a substitute. Got a pinch hitter maybe coming in. Yep.
Pinch hitter coming in for Luke Hedgewood.
And it's going to be Carson Sims.
Now batting for the Tartars, number 21, Carson Sims.
Sims making his first appearance and actually just overheard their media guy saying he's a 7th grader.
7th grader.
7th grader.
Okay.
And I'll tell you, Chris, being kind of familiar with that area, Taylorsville has a lot of good baseball talent. They really build it up in the travel teams and the rec leagues over there, so he might surprise us.
That's right. Not much size difference in him and any other player on his team.
First pitch high and inside for ball 1. Yeah, he eats his veggies.
That's right.
he has hit the weight room.
A little more than chicken nuggets and mac and cheese there.
There you go. 1-0 and hit well toward left. Trying to get under it in foul territory.
Right.
Makes the grab. Great job there by Jackson Smith to get the second out of the inning.
A good catch by Jackson there. Chased that one down out of bounds.
And this is going to be Terry Barnes this time.
Now batting, number 8, Terry Barnes.
Foul territory.
So 2 away now. Nobody on for the Tartars. Hit going to be in that gap once again. Might have hit Segrist.
Just barely missed him.
Okay, I thought it might. I guess he ducked right in the nick of time.
Just in time. That was a hard hit baseball.
It was. Got into center field, and Barnes going to reach first with no problem. Again, just one of those gappers you can't do anything about.
That's right. We've seen that twice, if not 3 times tonight.
That'll bring up Easton Ford with 2 away. Barnes going to go at first on a pass. Actually started stealing. Ends up going over there on a pass ball.
Batting for the Tartars, number 12, Easton Ford.
And Ford is 0 for 2 today. Runner at second base now for the Tartars, 2 away. Count on Ford, 1 ball, no strikes. I'm going to let the umpire get in the correct position. They're going to 3-man mechanics in the playoffs and actually been doing that throughout the year. And I can tell you, sometimes it's hard to remember where to stand.
That's right. A little shifting around.
Next pitch going to nip the outside corner to strike 1. 1-1 now the count. See, having been an umpire, I know all too well that can get a little dicey sometimes. The 0-1 from Seegers, tried a breaking ball, going to miss. Just a little bit high to make it 2-1. Seegers checking on Ford, or Barnes rather, over at second, comes to the plate. Got him at the letters on the outside corner. I don't think Ford liked that. Liked that call, but as they say, it is what it is as the deuces are wild on the scoreboard. Seegers checking his runner at second once again and comes to the plate. Chopper over toward third, not going to be fielded. Barnes will get held up at third. Now we got runners at the corners as Ford going to reach first. And that brings up Noah Westbrook.
Yeah, that one fell just out of the infield.
Next up for the Tartars, number 17, Noah Westbrook.
Westbrook, another name I recognize from the football game we had with them in the fall. 2 away, runners at the corners now for the Tartars. Bears trying to hold them to a 3-1 lead here in the top of the 6th inning. And Segrist checking on his runners. Comes set and delivers, swings, and hit well toward left field. And this one has a chance, and this is going to be a 3-run shot for Noah Westbrook. So now the Tartars going to be up 6-1. Unfortunately for the Bears, Chris, there was just no doubt about that one.
Yeah, that was a solid hit right there from Westbrook.
Yeah, that was a very, very well hit ball. So great job, and deservedly so, celebrating that 3-run shot to left.
That was Ford. I'm sorry. I thought it was Westbrook.
Was it Ford?
Yeah.
I thought it was Westbrook.
That was Westbrook?
Yeah, that was Westbrook because the catcher's coming up to bat. That's going to be driver Blakeney.
Now batting number 11, driver Blakeney.
Yeah, might have heard me giggle there a little bit. He had a little misstep going up to the plate, almost fell. He's okay. 2 away. Hit well towards center. Merritt trying to get under it, makes the grab and ends the inning. But not before the Tartars put 3 more runs on the scoreboard from Noah Westbrook hitting a 3-run shot to left. So the Bears now, go ahead.
I was going to say a hard-hit baseball.
Yeah, definitely. So Bears now trail 6-1. They'll try to close that gap here going to the bottom of the 6th. This is BSPN, the Bears Sports Network, and B92.1. Back in 60 seconds.
BSPN, the Bears Sports Network.
About to get underway here in the bottom of the 6th inning as West Lincoln trailing 6-1. And actually, we found out just a moment ago, Noah Westbrook, the young man that hit the 3-run shot for the Tartars just now, that's his 3rd round tripper of the year, and all of them have been on the road.
Yeah, it was a great hit, great contact right there.
I didn't play a song in between innings. I don't think anybody noticed. I think we were just all in all of that home run that was hit just a moment ago.
Yeah, and then, like I said, follow up another pop fly right there to Trey Merritt. He was able to get under. And
leading off for the Bears, number 23, Ben Segrist.
So that'll bring up Ben Segrist 0 for 2 today. So he'll look to get on for his first time today as he awaits his first pitch, and he delivers. Put into play over towards short. He's got to leg this one out, too. Throw over to first, just in the nick of time to get the out. Maybe less than half a step that time.
Yeah, that was very, very close right there.
Now batting for the Bears, number 1, Jackson Smith.
A good effort by Ben. I don't think that went quite the way
Yeah, he definitely
everybody saw it.
Definitely was wanting to get on. He was frustrated, and I understand. I really do. Horn still on the mound, delivers to Smith, taking his first pitch for strike 1. Smith 0 for 2 today, struck out in both of his appearances. The 0-1 from Horn. That's going to miss downstairs to even it up at 1-1. We can finally take our sunglasses off. And the next pitch going to be popped up towards center. Westbrook was coming in to back up his guy, and actually he ends up making the grab, a diving grab at that. Wow.
Yeah, they
Oh, my goodness. That's going to bring up Brody Dillon with 2 away, nobody on.
Next up for the Bears, number 18, Brody Dillon.
So Dillon 0 for 1, also gotten on with a walk. We'll see what he can do here with 2 away, nobody on. Bears trailing 6-1. First pitch low and away for ball 1. So tomorrow they'll play again at Taylorsville, first pitch at 2 o'clock, and that'll be live on B92.1 with Adam on the call. And if the Bears, or if they end up splitting after tomorrow, we'll come back here to Flea Hop on Monday. I believe first pitch scheduled for 6. And the 1-0. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Again, Horns had some really good pitches today. So the count 1-1. Dillon awaits it. Here he comes, way outside. Good eye there by Dillon. 2-1 now. Got Robert Waldrop on deck. Should Dillon get on? And the next pitch from Horn. It's going to miss low. 3 balls, 1 strike now on Dillon.
Need Dillon on base right here. A little 2-out rally, Bears.
So waiting to 3-1. And Horn comes to him. Pops it up, hit well toward left. Gonna have on the warning track. Actually goes all the way to the wall. Fielders can't get to it. Dillon gonna hold up at first as they get a hand on it pretty quick.
Yeah, great hit by Brody right there. Hit the wall.
Just what we needed. That'll bring out Waldrop.
He didn't miss the free trip by about 1.5 feet, I think, maybe.
Next up for the Bears.
Number 10, Robert Waldrop. Courtesy runner at first, number 22, Brody Leggett.
Well, we saw what happened when these two got together in the last go-round. Coach going to come out and talk. Nicholas Crotwell, hope I'm saying that correctly, going to come out. Looks like he is making a change here. So going to go to Terry Barnes as his hurler. And we'll take a timeout. We'll come back in about 60 seconds here on B92.1 and BSPN, the Bear Sports Network.
BSPN is a production of Strangely Warmed Media. To learn more, visit our website at strangelywarmed.media. BSPN.
Changeover made as the Tartars go to their second baseman. It's going to be number 23, Slater Arender. Found out I've been saying that incorrectly, so my apologies to the Taylorsville folks if they're watching. As Arender finishing the last of his warm-up pitches. Want to thank some of our sponsors here on B92.1, Dr. Mike Lips, AITX, Bank of Brookhaven, the Fish Fry, Tree Extractors, J. Mitchell Roofing, Southwest Mississippi Regional Medical Center in Macomb, Keith White Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Hetty Bugs Flowers, Linton Glass, Comfort Zone Heating and Cooling, Smith and Rogers Cattle Buying Yard, King's Daughters Medical Center in Brookhaven, and All Red Financial Group, LLP. Appreciate their support in making coverage of high school sports possible here on B92.1. And for our sponsors on BSPN, we really appreciate them. And just because we're on the radio, I'm not going to shout them out. But if you're watching us on BSPN, take note of who's on that crawl at the bottom of the screen, and make sure you thank them for supporting Bear Sports.
Yeah, familiar names you've seen all season. From a lot of those sponsors, and we do appreciate those businesses and individuals jumping on and helping with our broadcast.
And I'm sure one of them you especially recognize.
I know. I've seen him before. Right.
So 2 away, 1 on now for Robert Waldrop. as Waldrop is 2 for 2 today. And swung on, hits it toward left. And believe Hegwa's going to get under it, and he does, and makes the grab, and that is going to do it for the bottom of the 6th as we head to the top of the 7th. Bears trail 6-1. This is Bears baseball here on BSPN and B92.1. We'll be back in 60 seconds. To the Taylorsville Tartars. And so we're about to get back underway. And we'll get the leadoff guy situated. That's going to be Jacorbin Sullivan. And first pitch, Sullivan going to pop it up. And trying to get under it, second baseman making the grab.
Yeah, Trent Davis right there on the snag.
Now batting for the Tartars, number 23, Slater Arender.
So that'll be Slater Arender again, now the pitcher for the Tartars. Ben Seeger's still on the mound for the Bears, and he delivers first pitch of this at bat, going to be on the outside corner for strike one. So 0-1, one away, nobody on for Taylorsville. Next pitch in the dirt. Taylorsville leading 6-1 here in the top of the 7th inning. So the count 1-1 on Arender, going to be Tanner Horn on deck for the Tartars.
Yeah, Ben Seagrass still out there pitching at 81 pitches. He's
going to miss on the inside corner. Yeah, he is up to, 82 pitches now.
Yeah, still throwing the ball good.
Arender 1 for 3 today. Does have an RBI and a run to score to his credit. And next pitch going to miss on the outside. Going to make it 3 balls, 1 strike. And a 3-1. Got him on the inside corner. That's going to fill it up, 3-2. Of course, Arender thought he had gotten the walk and had to come back. Payoff pitch, going to miss. Actually got him at the letters. Oh, my goodness.
Great pitch.
That was an excellent pitch. He had me fooled for sure. So that is going to bring up Tanner Horn.
Now batting, number 24, Tanner Horn.
The 2 away for the Tartars. As Horn is 0 for 2 today. Going to pop this one out by the play. So 0-1. Chris, again, just except for a couple of big things here and there, both teams have really been having to play defense. The 1-0 swung on and missed for strike one.
Another good pitch by Seagrass right there.
So 1-1 now the count on Horn. Swing and a miss. Actually, that was the 1-2, I should have said. I got a little behind there, and that's going to be the 3rd out of the inning. And last chance saloon for the Bears as they trail 6-1 going to the bottom of the 7th. We'll be back in 60 seconds. This is BSPN and B92.1.
BSPN, the Bears Sports Network.
All right, about to get back underway here on B92.1 and BSPN, the Bears Sports Network. Trent Davis going to lead things off for West Lincoln.
Leading off the bottom of the seventh for the Bears, number 21, Trent Davis.
And looks like Davis is 0 for 2 today. Again, last chance for the Bears as we're in the bottom of the seventh. They trail 6-1 to Taylorsville. First pitch, going to miss a little bit low and outside for ball one.
The Bears just got to take a deep breath right here, put the bat on the ball, and get on the base.
And the 1-0. Got on the outside corner that time to even it up. Game 2 will be in Taylorsville tomorrow. First pitch scheduled for 2 o'clock, and nothing changes. That'll be a must-win situation for the Bears if they want to continue. The 1-1, foul tipped it. Goes right to the catcher, though, 1-2. Tomorrow's game will be live right here on B92.1. There will be no BSPN live stream tomorrow, but you can catch it on B92.1, the 1-2. Ooh, just outside. Even it up at 2-2. So, yeah, tomorrow's game, you can catch that on B92.1 or the WBKN app. And the 2-2 coming, and he delivers on the outside corner for strike 3. Woo! He must have just painted it.
Looked a little far out to me, but we've been consistent. So.
Next up for the Bears, number 6, Dawson Smith.
So Dawson Smith, the 6th, coming to bat. 0 for 2 with a strikeout. 1 away, nobody on for the Bears. And the pitch. And going to miss high for ball 1. And the 1-0. Way outside pass ball there to make it 2-0. Going to have Aiden Purvis on deck for West Lincoln, the shortstop. And Arnder comes set, delivers the 2-0. Going to be upstairs and a little bit inside as well. 3-0 now on Smith. Bears could really use a base runner here.
That's right. Dugout's cheering him on right here.
The 3-0. Missed once again. So Smith going to take a walk.
Couple line inside there to Smith. He was able to lay off of and get down first base.
Now batting for the Bears, number 2, Aiden Purvis.
Purvis 0 for 2 today. But he's got a runner at first. 1 away. Bears trail 6-1 here in the bottom of the 7th. So trying to get something going here. And the pitch. That's going to miss low for ball 1.
First base means nothing to the Tartars. We're up by 5, 6-1.
And Arnder gets his sign, delivers once again. Going to miss. Missed on the outside. For a second, I thought he was about to call that a strike. I was like,
it's been a couple times.
I might have said something then. All right, and Coach Crotwell going to come and talk to his hurler, Arnder. Trying to come up with a little bit of a plan, I guess, to try to end things here for the Tartars. And Tartars traditionally have been a very good baseball school, Chris. Even when I was in high school in Philadelphia, we were in Class 2A at that point, and Taylorsville was 2A at that time, and just constantly, making the playoffs. And I'll be honest, we were always afraid we were going to have to play Taylorsville. Thankfully, a few times we didn't have to, but back then that was almost a surefire loss.
Yeah.
2-0 the count on Purvis. Zarnder delivers, going to pop it up, going toward left, and I think it's going to go out of play, and it does. So that'll go down. It'll go down out of play. 2-1 now the count on Purvis. Dawson Smith, the 19th on deck. The 2-1 from Arnder. Outside and low for ball 3. Arnder up to 13 pitches. So he's still got a fresh arm, Chris. Waiting to 3-1. And he delivers. Gonna miss high for ball 4, so now the Bears with 2 runners on.
Yeah, 2 on, 1 out.
Now batting for the Bears, number 19, Dawson Smith.
So Dawson Smith going to come up to bat now. Dawson Smith, the third baseman for the Bears. And he is 0 for 2, struck out in both of his appearances today.
Yeah, this Dawson's a junior.
Missed low and away for ball 1.
The other Dawson that's at second base is a sophomore, if I'm not mistaken.
I believe you're correct, sir. And going to call timeout. Coach Gilbert's going to make a
swap runners here.
Trey Merritt going to come in and run.
Pinch runner at second, number 20, Trey Merritt.
1 ball with no strikes, 1 out. Runners at first and second. Leading 6-1 here.
Junior Trey Merritt playing center field tonight.
Yeah, going to enter the game, and so presumably that's going to terminate the DH. Of course, at this point, might not really matter.
Right.
As we are on the bottom of the 7th, Bears trailing 6-1, so really just trying to do anything they can to get something going here. Runners at first and second. Got Aiden Purvis at first, and now Trey Merritt at second base. At the plate, Dawson Smith, the third baseman, number 19. Got a 1-0 lead, or 1-0 count, rather. And Arnder comes set and delivers. And got him that time for a strike, 1-1. And already back underway here. And Arnder delivers his pitch. Ooh, got on the outside corner at the knees. Now count 1 ball, 2 strikes on Smith. Josh Quinn on deck for West Lincoln. And the 1-2. Swung on and missed. That's going to be strike 3.
A good cut by Dawson right there. He didn't miss that by much.
Now batting for West Lincoln, number 4, Josh Quinn.
So Josh Quinn is, Josh Quinn is 0 for 1 officially. Has also reached on a walk. So we'll see what he can do here with 2 outs, 2 on. Bears trailing 6-1, down almost to our last out. Takes his first pitch on the outside corner for strike 1. So 0-1 now on Quinn as Arender delivers. That's going to be popped foul out of play.
If the pickup game is going on the football field, that could have been close.
Yeah.
I don't know what kind of game we might have going over there, but.
Speaking of football, I got next year's schedule today.
Really?
I'll get that together and get that out on BSPN soon. The 0-2. I'm going to be upstairs. Yeah, but I'll go ahead and tell you, Chris, you can basically take last year's schedule, reverse the locations, and that's the 2026 schedule. So if you remember last year's schedule, that's also this year's schedule.
Just reverse it, right.
The 1-2 upstairs once again to even it up at 2-2. Somebody had told me they thought it was the same, and I thought to ask Coach Smithhart today, and he sent it to me, and I was like, well, they were right.
That's usually the way it works, right.
So Deuce is wild now on the scoreboard.
Ain't no need changing horses in the middle of the race. So.
And hit foul at the third base line. Count stays at 2-2.
I didn't tell if that got Coach Gilbert or got close to Coach Gilbert.
But I will say this, the Jamboree Week in football next year, we are hosting a Lincoln County Jamboree here in Flea Hop.
Okay.
So that'll be fun. Actually, we're hosting a middle school Jamboree on the next week, I believe. So could be fun.
Yeah, that's right. Always a good way to start the season when you
Chop
get
foul to short, throw to second made, and that is going to do it. As the Bears fall 6-1 to the Taylorsville Tartars. And, again, the Bears going to be in a must-win situation.
Yeah, going to be a little pressure tomorrow to keep this going.
Yeah, so let me make that announcement on the PA, and then we'll come back and wrap things up on the air.
And that's your ball game. Final score, Taylorsville Tartars 6, West Lincoln Bears 1. Game 2 of the series will be tomorrow in Taylorsville. First pitch scheduled for 2 o'clock. If you can't make the trip over, you can catch the game live on B92.1. Thanks for coming out to the game and have a safe trip home. Good night.
All right, so, again, not ending the way the Bears wanted to end. But that's just kind of the way it goes for us.
That's right. I mean, it's baseball. Tomorrow's another day and a fresh start. Just down one in the series here, so they definitely have a chance to redeem themselves tomorrow. So.
Absolutely. As you might have just heard, first pitch scheduled for 2 o'clock tomorrow at Taylorsville High School. And if you can't make the trip over, don't forget you can catch the game with Adam Northam on the call tomorrow. First pitch scheduled for 2 o'clock right here on B92.1. You can also find that on the WBKN app. There will be no BSPN stream tomorrow, so those will be your best options if you can't make the drive over to Taylorsville. All right, I'm Jonathan Tullis, along with Chris C. Chris, thanks for joining me tonight.
Yes,
it's good
indeed.
To have you back.
Enjoyed it. Yeah, I had a few weeks off there, not intentionally.
Unexpected,
that's
yeah.
Right.
But, thank you for joining me here tonight, Chris. I want to thank our sponsors one more time here on B92.1, Dr. Mike Lips, AITX, Bank of Brookhaven, The Fish Fry, Tree Extractors, J. Mitchell Roofing, Southwest Mississippi Regional Medical Center, Keith White, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, Heddybugs Flowers, Linton Glass, Comfort Zone Heating and Cooling, Smith & Rogers Cattle Buying Yard, King's Daughters Medical Center, and All Red Financial Group, LLP. Thank you all very much for your support, and thank you for those supporting us on BSPN. Again, we'll talk to you hopefully Monday night.
That's right, Monday night.
For a Game 3 if Bears can pull one out tomorrow. First pitch at 2 o'clock tomorrow in Taylorsville. Have a wonderful night. Thanks for listening here on B92.1 and BSPN. Have a great night.
Thanks for joining us on BSPN. Find our schedule of games at bspn.live.